We have the great pleasure of welcoming Raquel Brown of St. Kitts. You're the CEO of St. Kitts, newly appointed, and you've got a job ahead of you to introduce St. Kitts to Canadians and Canadian travel agents. So let's begin with, why should Canadians travel to St. Kitts?
Well, thank you, Nina. It's not a job. I think it's a pleasure. It's my passion. So I think this is going to come very easy to all of us at the St. Kitts Tourism Authority and to the team and for the destination in doing what we have to do. Why St. Kitts? It's very simple. It's the last quintessential Caribbean where you can relax your pastime and have fun. Authentic experience cannot be duplicated. Simple.
Let's talk about, what does that mean, an authentic experience? I love the way that sounds, and of course I look at this and I think, oh my God, that is what you imagine when you think of an island holiday.
An island holiday is usually baseline sun, beach, and sand, and I know many agents, and I know much of the travel trade, that's what they do. They sell warm weather destinations, and we have that. However, we're looking for unique experiences, and why I said we are unique and we are quintessential is because where else in the Caribbean can you go on a scenic railway, a choo-choo train, go through the landscapes of what used to be the remains of sugar, of colonialism, of history that speaks to 1600s, and it's intact. It's not a disconnect. It is the real life of what it is like. Not only engaging in what is the past, but what is the future and what is the presence of St. Kitts. So for example, when you're going through, you're going to see developments that are taking place that speak to tourism development, that speak to the development of the country. It also speaks to the people, the friendliness, and that is what I say. Every Caribbean island is welcoming, but very few are friendly, and we are extremely friendly in St. Kitts.
When you talk about authentic, the picture I get in my head is that it's not developing what I would almost term as plastic type of environments.
Correct.
So these are real environments. Now, it's my impression, of course, that it caters to a higher level consumer who has a little bit more disposable income. So let's talk about the target market.
The target market is the experienced, discerning traveler, and those tend to be persons who do fall into our HHI index of household income index of 100K minimum. And the reason is because we're not catering to the aspirational traveler. We're not mass market. As you said, our development has been very careful. And we must remember, sugar was just 2005. So the last export of sugar was 2005. And when you think of any other destination, tourism has been around for a long time. We're not yet 10 years doing this. So when you really think about it, just in the context of we're very young, and the experience that we're going to give you is one that is so uniquely what Caribbean used to be like. It's not mass. The developments that we're having, they're all 5-star. None are over 200 rooms within themselves. We want to ensure that when you come on a vacation, you are not only experiencing what is uniquely Kittitian for the destination. You're not only experiencing the scenic railway or going to Brimstone Hill, which is the fortress that speaks to 1600s history, or Carabella Batik, which is a unique experience in terms of art and culture on Romney Plantation, but you're also having the decision whether you want to go hiking up a volcano, or you want to take a helicopter ride over the volcano, or do you want to go zip lining? Do you want to just have a leisure day at the beach? Do you want to go kayaking? What is it that you would like to do? Would you like to go on a trip to another island, for example, Nevis, which is our sister island? So at the end of the day, why this is so important and why it's so different is that we're not catering to where everybody wants to go. We know you've been to other destinations. We're now saying you're at that point in your life where it's not a matter of age, it's where you want to have a vacation that speaks to a unique experience.
You know, it's interesting that you say that, because of course the Canadian winter season is built on massive ITC.
Right.
Tons of all-inclusives, charters, you know, pump it out, pump it out, pump it out, and low pricing. However, there is a market out there, as you say, who's been there, done that, and they say to the travel agent, I want to do something different.
Yes. And the third time is the charm, and that's why we are right there at this projected time in terms of our development. The reality is that we are very much aware that the travel public in Canada is very experienced, and they're very willing to spend their dollar on what they think is value. And value has nothing to do with the bottom of the scale or the top of the scale. It's their valued experience.
Having now understood a bit more about the product, how does the agent sell it? How does the consumer get to St. Kitts?
Consumer gets to St. Kitts in the season through Air Canada. There's a direct flight. I know there are other destinations that there's lift year round, and I understand that. We're a new destination, and we hope within the next year we're going to have seasonal, we're going to have through the year airlift. However, even in the peak of the season, even though there are not enough seats on the Air Canada flight every Saturday, we do offer service through connecting through an American Airlines through JFK. And it's very interesting to know that while I know that the Canadians, you love charter flights, you Canadians out there are taking that flight through JFK, and you get in at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and you get to the beach. And it's the top 5 selling city for American Airlines.
Interesting.
So I say to you, it is well worth it. It is what you will actually think of St. Kitts as not only your vacation spot probably for the next 3 years, but maybe your home in the future, vacation home.
It sounds wonderful. Thank you so much for coming in and telling us about it.
Thank you so much, Nina. It's been my pleasure.